Welcome, and thank you so much for joining me for this 10-minute morning yoga sequence. We're going to start in tabletop today, so come towards the back of your mat. Make sure your hips are over your knees, your shoulders are over your wrists. Push the mat away. As you inhale, drop your belly and open your chest forwards to find cow pose. Exhale, push the top of the back up to the ceiling, looking back through the legs. Inhale, open the chest to find cow. Exhale, push the top of the back to the ceiling to find cat. Do a few more of these in your own time, just syncing your breath with the movement. If you feel comfortable to, maybe closing your eyes, bringing yourself inwards. And then we'll walk the fingertips a little bit further away and just drop the hips forwards. And then exhale, bring the hips back towards the heels. And again, roll the hips forwards and exhale them back. And depending on how you feel in your lower back today, this might be enough for you. But if it feels okay to, maybe you roll down onto the front of the body. Push into the palms, lift yourself back up, and exhale, hips come back to the heels. So just staying with the movement that suits you. Inhale, slide the hands forwards, drop the hips, roll yourself down, forehead comes down to the mat. Inhale, push into the hands. Exhale, forehead comes down. Push into the hands, hips come back to the heels. Look forwards, inhale, slide the hands forwards, dropping the hips. Forehead comes down. We'll push into the hands, lifting up, maybe slightly higher this time. Exhale, forehead comes down. Push into the hands, hips come back to the heels. One more time, rolling down, forehead to the mat. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, fold. Push into the hands, hips come back to the heels. And we'll pause here in an extended child's pose. So maybe bring your knees a little bit wider. Widen the hands if your shoulders feel tight. Take a few breaths here. Look forwards between your hands and creep your fingertips in. And come and find a seat facing the long edge of your mat. We'll find cobbler's pose now, Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of the feet together, holding on to the feet with the hands to lift your spine up tall. We'll just start to make some gentle movements with the knees, just gently pulsing them up and down. Keep lifting the crown of the head. And then we'll slow that movement down as you inhale, lift the knees up towards the elbows. And exhale, drop them down towards the floor. Inhale them up. Exhale them down. Good, a few more of these. And then maybe pushing the feet a little bit further away from the pelvis. We're going to find a twist. So slide the right hand underneath that right leg so the elbow comes down towards the mat, and lift the left arm up, looking up at those fingertips if that feels okay. And then release back to center. Other side, left hand comes under the left leg, right hand lifts up, looking up towards the fingertips. Slowly release off, come back to center. And then we're going to stretch the right leg out long and bring that left foot somewhere along the inside of that leg. We'll ground the sit bones down into the mat. And inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forwards. And then just letting the top of the back round and the hands rest wherever they land. Just using the breath, extending the exhalation. Keeping the breaths nice and slow and smooth. Gently walk the hands back in, and then left hand comes behind you, right hand lifts up. Exhale, right hand comes to the outside of the right leg, left arm up and over. Inhale up. Exhale over. One more time, inhale up. Exhale over, stretching that left hand forwards. Come back to center. And we'll swap the legs over. Left leg comes out long, right foot somewhere alongside that leg. Ground the sit bones down. Inhale, arms come up. And exhale, folding forwards. Just noticing how it feels on this side. Using the breath, extending the exhalations. Just helping the body to relax into this posture. The mind wanders, just bring it back to the breath. Gently walk the hands in, right hand behind you, left hand lifts up. Exhale, reverse that movement, right hand comes forwards. Inhale up. Exhale forwards. Good, one more of these. And then slowly come back to center. And roll yourself down onto your back. Hug your knees up into your chest, holding on to the shins, and have a rock from side to side, keeping the head and shoulders down and relaxed. Release the legs, palms facing down into the mat. Snuggle the shoulders under, and we'll find bridge pose. Push into the heels and lift the hips up towards the ceiling, making sure there's no discomfort in the knees here. Squeezing the glutes, the back of the legs, lifting the hips to the ceiling. Keeping the breath going. And then on an exhale, slowly rolling back down the vertebrae one at a time until the hips land on the mat. And again, inhale, push into the heels, lift the hips. You can stay here or option to lift the arms up and over the head. On an exhale, arms come back and then slowly roll down the back until the hips land on the floor. And again, push into the heels, lift the hips, arms come up and over the head. Exhale, release the arms, roll down the back. Inhaling, lifting the hips, arms come up and over. And on an exhale, slowly release the arms, roll down the back. We'll bring the feet a little bit wider and just windscreen wiper the legs from side to side. So as you exhale, drop the knees down to the mat. As you inhale, lift them back up and exhale them over to the other side. As the knees come down, you can turn your head to look at the opposite fingertips to find a full rotation of the spine. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Bring the legs back to center, hold on to the back of the thighs, roll yourself back up, and come and find a comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you. Bring the hands onto the legs. If you feel okay to, close down your eyes. If not, just soften your gaze. And we'll end our practice today by narrowing the focus of the mind onto the breath. Maybe breathing in for a count of 4, breathing out for a count of 6. Gently blink the eyes open. We'll inhale, lift the arms up and over the head. And exhale, hands come down to the heart. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you back on your mat again very soon.